Well, hey there, I am not a native speaker, guess what? I am just here for practice. Okay, I am reading Fluent Forever, How to Learn Any Language Fast and Never Forget It. It sounds like magic, but can be really easy. I am trying to understand these methods. Может быть интересно. Can be interesting, so let's see. Do this now. The path forward. Okay. Organizational note. Okay, so you get it? The name of the book. Fluent Forever, How to Learn Any Language Fast and Never Forget It. Useful. Very useful, this book. I am reading and I like it. So let me know your opinion. Do this now. The path forward. An organizational note. I am not inspired today. Sorry. Over the course of this book, I am going to introduce you to a lot of tools and resources. If you ever forget which one is which, you'll find them all in the glossary of tools and terms at the end of this book, along with a brief explanation. With that said, let's get started. So it's like our time is now. Yeah. I intend to teach you how to learn rather than I am reading. Yeah. Okay. Rather than what to learn. Okay, the methods. We can discuss every word, grammatical system, and pronunciation system that exists. So you will need some additional resources specific to your language of choice. Speaking of which, you should probably begin by choosing a language to learn. Choose your language. Okay, that is the hardest part for me because I love all the languages. Choose a language based upon employment opportunities. I never look at that. Really. Difficulty. I never care about difficulty. Okay, but go on. Availability of resources. Okay. We have internet that can count, or number of speakers. Well, for me that doesn't matter, I want to learn Chinese because I love the language, but not because of the number of speakers. But in the end, choose a language that you like. Well, that's point. Well, I like this part. That's point. A reader on my website once asked me whether he should learn Russian or French. His relatives spoke Russian, he loved the culture, but he was worried about the difficulty. French seemed like a safe alternative. Never settle for safe. Never settle for safe when you can have fun instead. That is the point, to have fun. Your language will become a constant companion, living in your head. Woo. Like ghost in a house. Okay. If you like your language, then you will have fun studying it, and when you have fun, you learn faster. You have many resources at your disposal. Well, no doubts about it, because with the internet you can have all that you want. I mean, if you want to respect copyrights, that is the good way. I mean, you still have plenty of books or opportunities or cool websites to learn free. So, language books. Get yourself some books. Someone sat down and spent months or years, even forbid. Heaven forbid. Uh, Organizing the information you need, and you can have all of that effort in the palm of your hand for 15 $25. Thank you, it says. Okay. Thank you, Herr Gutenberg. I list my favorite picks for the top 11 languages you are most likely to be studying. If your language isn't there, go to my website, fluentforever.com. I aim to have book recommendations for as many languages as people want to learn. Interesting. Get this now. A good grammar book. I hate grammar. Okay, that doesn't count, but no matter if you hate grammar or not, grammar, similar one. Yeah, I am tired and my brain is like, it's working, but a good grammar book. So a good grammar book will walk you through your language grammar in a fruitful, step-by-step manner. On the way, it will introduce you to 1,000 words and so give you a bunch of examples and exercises and provide you with an answer key. Okay, it's like the gold key, the master key. I don't know how to say, because the answer key is a key, So you will skip 90% of the exercises in the book, but having them around will save you a lot of time once we begin to learn grammar. If the book gives you Englishy pronunciation, what is Englishy pronunciation? The pronunciation that I have, maybe for each word: bonjour, bonjour, choose. Okay, it's how to pronounce it. Okay, I get it. Bonjour, choose. I give you permission to burn it and find a different one. Walking into a Parisian cafe and saying bonjour is a good way to get ignored indefinitely by the waiter. Okay, it's talking about the good and the bad pronunciation, I think. If your new book comes with a CD, then so much better. Yeah, yeah, of course. Audiobooks are so useful, and when you see grammar and you only see grammar, but you don't know how to pronounce it in some languages, can be really difficult, because it's more important, I think, to care about how to talk, because if you know that, well, the rest it comes. There are two pitfalls here to avoid. First, avoid books systematically detailing every single solitary rule and detail and exception all at once in an uncontrollable torrent of grammatical despair. I used to love these books. Yeah. I mean, it says I used to love these books, and it reminds me that I hate those books. I hate grammar rules. Okay, but well, we go on until I try learning from them. Okay, yeah, it can be boring, but if you mix it with other kinds of tools, well, can be useful, of course. These are technical terms that lay out to entire grammatical system of language and giant flowcharts. There are lovely reference manuals but are very difficult to use in a step-by-step manner. Second, be wary of most classroom books, especially those without an answer key. Oh my god, I hate those books because I don't have the answer, so I don't know if I am wrong, if I am doing mistakes, so it's like it's all a mystery and it ends with nothing, no results, and I don't know, I'm freaking out with just thinking about that. So books designed for classrooms are often sparse on explanation because they expect that the teacher will be able to handle any confusion. You'll often have more luck with a self-study book. Cool. I like YouTube videos to study. There are I don't know, plenty of YouTube channels with great and useful videos. Yeah. So a phrase book, the second one, the phrase book. Well, we leave aside the grammar, thank God. Okay, a phrase book is a wonderful reference, and it is difficult to find handy phrases like am I under arrest? And where are you taking me? No, sorry. Where are you taking me? Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's like yeah, useful phrases. Phrase books from the Lonely Planet company are cheap and come with a tiny, extremely practical dictionary in the back. Right. I agree. I agree. Completely. I mean, that's true. In a few pages, it's like a good review of useful and essential phrases. Yeah. We'll use this dictionary when we learn our first words because it's a lot easier and faster to skim through. Sorry, than a real dictionary. We are draggingly allow bonjour. Well, and the bad pronunciation of bonjour. Yeah, I don't know how to say it because it's so bad. But here, but only because there are no phrase books without it. Okay, consider this. A frequency dictionary typically contains, we are leaving aside the phrase book, and now we look at a frequency book. A frequency dictionary. A frequency dictionary typically contains the most important 5,000 words of your target language, arranged in order of frequency. The number one word in English, the shows up once every 25 words. Okay, these books are amazing with lovely picked examples and translations. Cool. They'll save you tons of time, and they take so much work to compile, and that we should be throwing money and flowers at the feet of their authors. Cool. There are some online frequency lists, but they are not as good as the paper versions. Yeah, sometimes we need that. We need the paper, you know. It's like that. No option. Frequency dictionaries don't exist in every language yet, but if your language has one, you win. Get it? So, a pronunciation guide. A pronunciation guide will walk you through the entire pronunciation system of your language with the help of recordings and diagrams of your mouth and tongue. For many languages, you can find guidebooks with CDs devoted entirely to pronunciation. They are wonderful resources and well worth the purchase. In addition, I made it my personal mission to develop computerized pronunciation trainers in as many languages as I can. These trainers can do a few neat things that textbooks can't, and we'll discuss them in deep in chapter 3. It says, okay, you won't be able to find a guidebook or trainer in every language, but when they exist, they are extraordinarily helpful. Pronunciation guide. Interesting, really, because it's true. It's so true. I really like this book. This book is called Fluent Forever: How to Learn Alien English Fast and Never Forget It. It's helping me, so it can help you. You also want to find 2 dictionaries. It is up to you whether you find them online or in print. Yeah, doesn't matter. I mean, dictionary is a dictionary. The first is a traditional bilingual dictionary. For example, English, French, French, English, with accurate pronunciation listed for every word. Again, if you see bonjour, the bad pronunciation, burn it. If you see funny symbols, keep it. We'll make friends with the International Phonetic Alphabet in chapter 3. Okay. The second is monolingual dictionary, French, which has actual definitions in French, for example, rather than translations. It's very cool, that monolingual dictionary, because it talks about immersion. You know what it is? Immersion system. I like it. So, you may also want a thematic vocabulary book. These books arrange the words in your language by theme. Words about cars, words about food, medical words, and so on. They are handy for customizing your vocabulary. We'll talk about them in detail in chapter 6. For the intermediates, if you have already spent some time studying your target language, adjust your shopping list as follows. First, if you already have a grammar book, make sure that you actually like it and that it's sufficiently challenging. If not, get a new one that fits your level. Second, if you don't have a Facebook, they are worth having. Okay, Facebook, remember. Even if you are already reading books in your target language, you may not know how to ask about business hours or rental car insurance. True, so true, yeah. A Facebook will let you look up sentences for many day-to-day situations that don't show up in books. That is true, my friends. That is true. Third, you probably don't have a frequency dictionary yet, and you'll use it much earlier than a beginner. Go get one. Last, hold off on a pronunciation book or trainer until the end of chapter 3. You'll have a better idea then as to whether you'll need one. Cool. So let's see. The internet is filling up with free grammar guides, pronunciation guides, frequency lists, and dictionaries of all shapes and sizes. Yeah, I don't know what to do. So much information in my head. The quality varies drastically from site to site and changes daily. You can learn a language for free on the net, but you'll be able to do it faster if you combine the best internet resources with well-written books. That's true. That's also true. Yeah, we need to vary. Yeah, it's not one method. There are so many methods and so many ways to learn a language that the best is to combine all of them. I list my favorite internet resources on my website, fluentforever.com. Language resources. Okay, interesting. I like this website. And we'll be discussing the most important websites, Google Images, and the new language exchange communities. Yeah, throughout this book. So, tutors and programs. If you need faster results and have some funds to spare, you can speed up your learning with private tutors who are extremely affordable. Yeah, that's true. That's also true. Or intensive programs at home or and abroad. Yeah. The fastest route to fluency is also sorry, I am like stuck. The least convenient. Okay. Intensive immersion programs will provide 20 plus weekly hours of class time. Then, it's not 10, it's 10. 10 to 20 weekly hours of homework and strict what? English policy. Well, yeah. You will live with a comfortable proficiency in your language of choice in exchange for 2 months of your life and a wad of cash. Some of them have generous financial aid policies if you apply early enough, so they may be within your reach if you lack the funds but have the time. Language classes. Classes. Language classes. Sorry, I am like sleeping right now. In this book, we are going to discuss the process of learning language on your own outside of the classroom. Yeah, cool. But if you already enrolled in a class, or if there are some good affordable classes offered nearby, then be sure to check out, it says Appendix 6, how to use this book with your classroom language course. The path forward. In the coming pages, we will knock down languages challenges one by one. I'll introduce you to a memorization system that will allow you to remember thousands of facts effortlessly and permanently. Then we'll determine which facts to learn. I will guide you step by step through your language sounds, words, and grammar. Every step of the way, we'll use your memorization system to learn more rapidly. Finally, we'll develop your listening and reading comprehension as we pave a path toward fluent speech. Along the way, I'll show you all my favorite toys. I like finding ways to make life more efficient, even when finding a faster way to do something takes more time than simply doing it. Someday the month I spent memorizing 100 composers' birth dates and death dates will pay off in time saving, but it hasn't quite yet. Well, I don't get it, but okay. When it comes to efficiency in language learning, I got lucky. I needed to learn 4 languages to fluency for my singing. Beyond this, I want to learn so many languages. With so many languages to learn, I could spend an enormous amount of time looking for efficiency and still justify the time expense. As a result, I have a chest full of neat tools and toys to play with. We'll begin with my favorite one, SRS, Spaced Repetition System. Ta-ta-ta.